Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Factorio Undefeatable. We're under attack at the moment. Something was destroyed over there. That's not so hot, actually. That's not so hot. Not so keen on that. Anyway, we're back in the game. Almost being hit by a train. We are currently working on the eventual progression to the good old blue science pack. And that requires the electronic circuit board to be manufactured en masse before we eventually get there. And that's going to be the tricky part. Getting the electronic circuit board up and running is proving to be quite a challenge. It's not super difficult, but you know, it's something that's taken a wee while. I'm still not so sure if we're going to be able to output enough of these phenolic boards. It's the ferric chloric acid. That's what we're going to do next. Yeah, that's the next stage of proceedings. Let's get rid of you, and let's start taking this under here. Oh, okay. A little bit of a lag there. A little bit of a lag spike. It's no matter. Now, I think I'm going to do something that I really didn't want to do. Goodness gracious me, it's been lag after lag after lag. I think I'm going to be doing something that I don't really want to do, and that is building over this big resource. I don't really want to build over any resources, but kind of have to be honest, if I want to actually use any of the space, because let's face it, it's going to take us years and years and years to mine up all this stuff. I mean, we've been mining here forever, and we're still not even like any, you know, discernible chunk of the way through, so it's kind of a little bit disappointing, but hey ho. Alright, let's get, oh goodness gracious me, let's get this coming out there. Not do that, let's do that. There we go, that's what I meant to do. I didn't mean to place them into each other. That's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, and oh, that'll do. Yeah, you'll do. Cool. Easy enough. Easy enough. And that should provide just a little bit more iron, which is nice. You can be moved as well. Good measure. Perfect. Awesome. Happy days. Okay. So that is the ferric chloric. I keep on saying that. The phenolic board, which is going to come out here, right? And I hate to say, but we're gonna have to path over this. If we put down some stone bricks, right? Yeah, it goes underneath it. It doesn't go over the top of it. I would love to go over the top of it. I mean, that'd be nice if we could just get rid of all of this nonsense. But unfortunately, that's not gonna be able to become a reality. Okay, phenolic board gets turned into the next thing, which is the circuit board, which is the phenolic board, the copper plate, the tin plate, and the ferric chloric solution. Well, let's focus on maybe, well, they're all kind of important, to be honest. Okay, so this is tin over here. This is tin and copper. We kind of sorted this in the last episode, actually. A little bit. Okay, give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more light. There we go. And plonk. For good measure, you know? Lots of light for good measure. Can I get some light over here too? Well, I say light. Just a little bit more light, to be honest. It's actually already pretty daylight-esque over in these parts. But, you know, it can never hurt to have too many lights, I guess. I also have no idea how I can place things down from such a long way away. But it kind of makes it quite easy to place down lights. There we go. You could almost be mistaken, apart from maybe that top corner up there, for it being daytime. Yeah, that's pretty bonkers. Anyway, that's not what I meant to do. Let's get some assembly machines set up, and let's try and build some stuff. Now, there's a couple of problems with this. So, the problem is that there's, let's assume that there's going to be a pipe that we're going to need to slot into one of these bad boys. So, for example, let's say that you're going to be making the circuit board, which you are going to be making. There's going to have to be a pipe that we have coming in from somewhere. And unless we want to do it at the back, maybe we want to do it at the back. I mean, we're still going to have like 2 inputs at the front. And maybe the outputs at the back. over here, perhaps? It's a difficult one. The idea that I had in my head, right, which is very, very space inefficient, but it does actually work, is you have something like this, and then you have a pipe coming down here. And that would actually work if we just moved this closer. Maybe it's not going to be as space inefficient as I thought it would be. Copy paste. Yeah, maybe that would actually work. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we are going to be slightly limited because we're going to have to do something like this, right? But that's still plenty of space to output onto a belt here. Okay, so I'm kind of making, you know, just rough warblings of what I mean. But I think it's going to become very, very clear as we progress onwards. I'm not really that worried. Okay, first things first. The ratio of boards is 1 to 1 to 1, so it doesn't really matter. Basically, we're going to have to be splitting the copper and the tin off. We'll split them both off over there. And get rid of all this nonsense. Get some of that. Get some of that. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so we'll split the copper off here. No, wait, maybe we'll go back a little bit. Okay, so split that off there. Split that off there. A little bit of underground belt never hurt anyone. Well, I'm sure it hurt somebody. But you know what I mean. Okay, we need to stop building pipe. You know, I get it. It's good, it's useful, and whatever, but... ugh, just annoying me. Alright, that heads out here. And... this connects up here. This connects up here. Maybe there's a better way of doing this, actually. We need to put a... whatchamacallit in. There we go. That will work to some extent. This is incredibly dodgy. Like, it looks pretty darn bad, if you ask me. But, you know, it kind of works, I guess. It works, that's for sure. And that should get us a belt of tin and copper, which is exactly what we need. Now, how many actual assembly machines are we going to be able to fit in here? Yeah, I guess that's okay. It might just work. Yeah, well... I don't know what we're gonna do with this one. It's kind of like the odd one out. It's a little bit weird. Little bit weird. Alright. So... yeah. That there, and then that... somewhere, I guess? I guess we'll take it over here for now, but I don't intend on leaving it over there. Okay, let's just try and hook something up that doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I mean, I guess it doesn't look terrible, but it's going to be a little bit inconsistent, which kind of annoys me. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to fit a sixth factory in here. You know, shit happens, I guess. Shit happens. Okay, that there. And inputs. And now, let's get some medium electric poles. Where can we stick them? Like here? Yeah. That's not too shabby. That is not too shabby at all. And now what we need to do is get a good old belt to come down the back here and have the goods on, quite frankly. The goods. Damn goods. Although this presents us with a problem. Because... yeah, that's a real issue, actually. I'm not going to be able to put anything in there. Oh yeah, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. If we move this entire setup one square to the left, that would work, I guess. Ah. If only I didn't have to do this. If only I didn't have to do this. Unfortunately, I do. And the even more unfortunate bit is there's going to be no, like, super big difference for moving it one square to the left. It's just, like, a slight difference. Okay, remove all this, remove all this. Excuse me? I would like you to be a circuit board. Well, not be a circuit board, but you know what I mean. Alright, and then we'll just have to do the same sort of setup. It shouldn't take too long. At least we know how it's gonna look, right? And that actually... Oops. Yeah, that actually really helps us conceptualize. It's good that we were able to conceptualize exactly what it's gonna look like. Yeah. I can go there. Alright. Off, 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 off. And then in. Bingo. Now we're cooking with gas. Which is really, really great. Yep, and yep. All we need to do now is line up the ferric chloric solution inputs. And that should pretty much be us, right? I think that's going to be good enough for now. I don't quite know if it's going to be suitable. We might have to, you know, swap around a few bits and bobs, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, next thing is going to be the ferric chloric solution, and that is going to be the fun bit. So show me the money. Show me the money. Ferric chloride is iron ore, hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is chlorine and hydrogen. Good thing that we've got chlorine and hydrogen right here. That's great, I guess. That's really nice. We've also got iron ore right up here, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, that's not going to be super sustainable. Yeah, we're going to have to reconfigure this, actually, if we're going to want to make it work. Okay, first things first. Do I have any walls on my person? I do not have any walls on my person. I will manufacture some walls, just for the sake of manufacturing some walls. And then I'm going to take this wall down and establish a little bit of an extra area wherein we are going to produce the materials that we need to make ferric chloric solution. Okay. This is not going to be like a big expansion. This is simply going to be a restructuring. Restructuring of the walls. An easy fix to our problems, so to speak. Oh, let's let the train past. I don't want to get in any bother. Let's come this way. There we go. Perfect. And if we could take up the... Oh, no, not that one. That's the ticket. Yeah, if we could take up that, then... If we could take up the train gates, then that would make me even happier. Where are the train gates? Reinforced concrete gates. Bingo. Okay, so in this area... Or... You know, we'll fix this later. I'm not... I should probably fix it now, to be honest. But basically, in this area, we shall be doing the majority of the important stuff of transforming the gases that we've currently got into gases that are useful and stuff that we can use to make ferric chloric solution. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Up here. I know it sucks. I know it sucks expanding the base, but honestly, this is the price that you pay for having biters that are... Oh, for fuck's sake. That's the price that you pay for having biters that are really, really good. Like, there's nothing else that you can do. You just constantly have to be aware that your base is not likely to be sieged at any one point, but there is, you know, there's a strong possibility that your base could be imminently in danger. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there because it's pretty much configured already. Okay. Yeah. And the great thing is that we can do this whilst stationary, because apparently our reach is... I can only describe it as epic, quite frankly. Our reach is truly, truly epic. Okay. See, you see how quick that was? Super quick. And now we're guaranteed safe. Guaranteed safe. Okay. Apart from the fact that there was a little bit of a breakdown of power over here, but that's not a problem. Let's take everything back up. Yeah, that'll do. I just want to make sure that there's a little bit of light over here. Okay, first things first that I notice is we're going to have to round all of these tanks up to 4, because I can't have it look... Well, I can. I can live with, you know, it looking slightly untidy. But I would rather not, to be honest. 1, 2. 2 shall do for me. And now we're going to want to turn it into hydrogen chloride, which we're going to do here, I guess. Maybe 3 tanks rather than just 2, or 3 assembly machines rather than just 2. Not assembly machines, you know what I mean, not the assembly machines, the bloody chemical plants. Maybe 3 or 4 actually. 3 or 4. I mean, it's just a simple thing of taking hydrogen into turning it into hydrogen chloride. We are going to need more tanks after that, so I'm going to run up and get some more iron plates, since I might as well do that. I kinda also want to dedicate all of the iron that we're currently mining up from near the base. I kinda want to dedicate that all to production of ferric chloric solution. Right, because this iron is not a resource that's going to be around forever. So we're going to need to find a way to truck it in if we use up all of this stuff. Which is not something that I find hugely appealing. How many of these things do we want? I don't really want 3, and I don't really want to set it up in that layout either. I kind of want it set up in this layout. Things are going to be a little bit cramped over here, but, you know, that's the nature of Factorio, I guess. It's also the nature of bad planning. I think we can make this work. It's not going to be a problem. We can't make this work. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we can make this work, though. We do need to use a little bit more space, but at the same time, you know, shit happens. What was destroyed? Another turret? Yeah. The biters are getting really good at doing that. They're getting real good at doing that. Okay, we're gonna need some more pipe. Hook all this stuff up. And we're also gonna need a bunch of this pipe. Yeah. There we go. From here to here. No. From there to there. From there to there. Something else destroyed? 12 objects are being damaged and nothing is being done about it? I mean, I'm gonna go and check that out because that really shouldn't be the case. There should always be a turret that's dealing with it. Also, can I upgrade my weapon? Is there any chance that I can get a better submachine gun or something? I really should start working on like the next version of military or something. Yeah, so all the turrets in this area were destroyed. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? There used to be so many turrets over here. Alright, well. Quite simply. Let's rectify that. I should really just be doing this the whole damn time, but I just haven't so far. There we go, you know. No need to compromise, really. You need fuel. Yeah, you need fuel. You definitely need fuel. I'm gonna get 3 stacks of coal for you, buddy. Looks like this whole processing thing is... I don't know, it seems to be working. I don't know if it's a great idea, but... Seems to be working enough for now. We're already storing an absolute crap ton of coal, which is kind of nice, in the systems, which is great. Really, really good. So we can be happy about that. You're still mining coal. Yeah, that's good. Pick up a little bit of extra spare belts. Pick up a couple of spare mining rigs, because it's always good to stay on top of these things. Boosh, 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 boosh. Pick up this. I mean, you know, it's just good to do admin, house admin, really, when you're just walking around. It's always good fun to do. Okay, let's get poles down so that we can actually have electricity over here. We don't need to worry about this train track because it's not in use right now, which is grand. Let's get you to come over to here. I know that kind of fucks with everything, but there's a reason for it. Okay. And you come over to here. Alright, that should work well enough, I think. Okay, you go in there. You go in there. Does that sort of fix everything? I think that should actually fix everything. Like, as soon as we just connect up the power, everything will be working perfectly. Now, that's not really the end of the story, unfortunately, because we're gonna need to store all of this stuff that we're producing, which we can just straight up store in here, I think, right? That would result us not using that tank. That's not good. Yeah? And we'll do this. We'll try this. Alright, so each individual whatchamaduda is going to have its own storage tank, but they're all going to be networked together, so this shouldn't really matter anyway. They should all just be able to interchangeably store. They should all be, yeah, roughly around the same number, which is good. This is good. This is good. We've made a very, very important step. And in the next episode, we're going to be heading on to ferric chloric solution, which is hydrogen chloride, which will be able to be produced up here. That's not where we're producing them. We're going to be producing them over here. And we should be able to just, you know, take the iron from this patch over yonder and bring it over to here and then turn it into exactly what we need. Fingers crossed. I don't know, though. We'll have to wait and see. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Factorio Undefeatable. And I'll see you next time. Bye.